to do an insight video today. I haven't done one for a few days. There's a lot of things, sort of like I said in the last insight. There's a lot of things like integrating at the moment. There's a lot of shifting and changing. With vibrations and frequencies on the planet, with us, how we're sort of being activated, like with light frequencies and light vibrations, and how this is shifting our awareness and our consciousness. I want to talk a little bit about anchoring today. And anchoring is sort of like the sort of like one way you anchor your own energy, and you can anchor yourself to make yourself feel grounded. But also anchoring is sort of like in a more spiritual way, is sort of like integrating sort of like new awareness, new vibrations, new frequencies. And we're all anchoring at the moment. We're all anchoring, we're all awakening, and we're all part of like the ascension process. This is why we're here. This is why we've come back. All of us sort of like have like incarnated back in on this like dimension, this level of existence, to sort of like anchor in new vibrations, new frequencies. And I'm getting a lot of stuff around sort of like, well, you look at like Lemuria and you look at like Atlantis, and I keep getting this sort of like this color of turquoise. And I feel this is very much connected to like a like Lemurian sort of vibration, or Lemurian like consciousness, and it's very much around sort of like, again, the Lemurian sort of culture, or the Lemurian consciousness, is about this shift, and Atlantis is as well. It's shifting from the 3D dimension into the 5D dimension, where we start to awaken once again to our source energy, our source vibration, to the oneness vibration. And everything at the moment is about anchoring and integrating tools, or like consciousness and insight and awareness, and anchoring it into our consciousness, so we can start to once again become awakened to our infinite selves and our source energy, and how we can sort of express this within this reality, to raise the vibration of ourselves individually, but raise the vibration of the planet, the consciousness of the planet. And we do this collectively as well. And in like Lemurian consciousness and Lemurian culture and Atlantis culture and Atlantis consciousness, they understood this. They understood that there's a oneness vibration and there's a oneness frequency, and that each and every one of us as beings are part of that frequency, part of that vibration. And that vibration also connects to other dimensions, other realities, other beings. And anchoring again is connects into this through like the ascended masters. Like you've got things like the angels of Atlantis. You've got things like our ascended masters, archangels, Syrians, or all these beings, Arcturians, all these sort of like vibration frequencies that are sort of like aligning with this time and this age. And it's all about this time and this age. And there isn't anything like time in reality. Time doesn't really exist, because in the oneness vibration, all things are once created. They're always sort of like present, but it's about us sort of like awakening our level of consciousness, or our vibration, our frequency, to once again to align with them. And this is what this time's about. So it's about anchoring and about alignment. And anchoring, alignment, it comes back into union. And this is what the whole time, and this is what the whole sort of spiritual journey is about, coming back into union and oneness with our source energy and the source vibration and the source creator. And this is what this time is about. But it's also coming back into union with, again, with that in a time where we were open as channels, and as like channels to receive and be connected to ascended masters and sort of universal teachers and universal laws. And this is in Lemurian and Atlantis time. They were very much open to this. They were open to the oneness vibration, and they knew about creation, they knew about vibration, frequency, and they lived within that fifth dimensional reality. And this is what the Lemurian consciousness is about, and the Lemurian vibration is about, is dissolving that 3D. And this is what this turquoise energy is about. It's about moving from the 3D, which is the external world, and knowing that that external world is only a reflection of what's of your fifth dimensional vibration, and you start to live from that fifth dimensional vibration. And when you open up to the fifth dimensional vibration, then what you do is you start to then open up to the many different realms and realities where these like archangels, ascended masters, universal teachers, the great white brotherhood, all these kind of like vibrations, that once you open up to that fifth dimension, then you open your energy up to be an open channel to receive again. And in Atlantis times, and like now, they're talking about, like, they talk about chakras, and they talk about, like, you've got the Earth Star, which is like a chakra that sits like at the bottom of, at the very sort of like at the bottom of your feet, and it sort of connects you to Mother Earth, and the vibration of that. And then you've got like the root chakra, and then it goes all the way up, and then you've got like the causal, the soul star, and I think there's like the stellar gateway, and I think it's a universal chakra as well. And these are all like higher chakras, and like in Atlantean and like Lemurian times, they were open, and when they were open, it sort of opened up you opened up as a channel to what, like the stellar gateway, which is this vibrational frequency where you can once again connect to like angels, guides, ascended masters, and universal teachers. And it's like you were constantly in sort of vibrational frequency with these beings, so you could receive wisdom and insight. And these beings, the ascended beings, the universal teachers, have access to many different realities, many different vibrations, and are in union with many different sort of beings that are working in light consciousness and light vibration and frequency. And you would connect to them, and then you would bring this consciousness. And so this plane of existence in this earth is connected to all other realms and dimensions and realities, and there's infinite ones like within source energy. And this is where you talk about like the infinite self, or the multi-dimensional self, people say. And there's many different vibrations and frequencies, and all these beings are connected and unified and aligned, and they're all trying to bring consciousness and awareness back to this plane of existence. So once again, we can shift in this age, in this time, to become very conscious, like in a fifth dimensional consciousness, where we open up these gateways or these doorways again, so we become these open channels, so we can vibrate, and we can become one, and start to receive these insights and bring consciousness and insight and wisdom to this age, to make this to align this planet once again. So it's like becomes a place of vibration, frequency, a place of creation, a place of union with oneness vibration. And this is what the fifth dimension's about. It's about shifting that again. And again, with like diamond consciousness, which is the two triangles, it talks very much around heaven on earth. And heaven and earth is symbolic. It's the union of like many different dimensions and realms, and these many different universal teachers and beings. And like heaven on earth is symbolic of that. It's symbolic of these beings being able to access them, and access these many different realities and dimensions, and receive this consciousness, this insight, this wisdom, and then integrate it and anchor it here and now. And the anchoring is part of that. Our anchoring and alignment are the two key words today, and that's the teaching that I feel like the ascended masters and these archangels and these other beings want to. So what you do is, when you anchor in and align with these energies, you activate your light vibration, your light frequencies, you become light energy. So your body then becomes more vibrant, it becomes more energized, it becomes you become more aware, your senses and your feelings, and you can consciously create from a place with your source energy, and you can access your infinite self, which has access to, as your infinite self is this open channel to this open vibration frequency to these many different dimensions and realities. And this is what this time's about, and this is why its anchoring is important. And again, I've talked about Atlantis and Lemuria. It's very much around that. You know, the golden age of Atlantis was where they were in union. It was in union with the oneness vibration and the many different dimensions and realities, as well as Lemuria. But Lemuria is shifting this, is bringing this consciousness, this wisdom for awakening. an ascension to move away from the 3D reality to move into the 5D reality. And when we do that, the golden age of Atlantis, or the Atlantis consciousness, again opens us up to these infinite dimensions and realities, and the union, where we can be in oneness again with like the many different beings that work with us. In Atlantis, they had like crystal chambers that they used to raise their vibration, so then they could travel with many different dimensions. Their consciousness, their spirit could travel in many different dimensions and realities, and link with these ascended beings and bring this information, this wisdom back. And this is what the High Priestess is and priest did in Atlantis. And this is what we're sort of like we're moving towards again, becoming aligned with the many different realities and beings that are working with us. So how do you do this? How do you do this as practically? Well, this is where the like wisdom of the universal laws, you know, the law of correspondence, the law of oneness, the law of vibration, frequency, all of these are tools of of information and wisdom to so that they can activate us to become these open channels again. Meditation, opening up your chakras, visualizing, using crystals. Crystals were very much prevalent in Lemurian and Atlantis times, and they're still just as relevant to this day. That you use crystals to keep your vibration in union with oneness. And the ascended masters are work with us to bring us through self mastery, and the self mastery is also about raising your vibration to a point where you become this open channel, and you're an open channel to receive universal wisdom and apply it to your own reality, to your life. And you, like I said, you do this through daily practice, and sort of like, so you do it from opening up your energy centers and receiving insights. And when you receive those insights, don't dismiss them. You know, there could be just a little thought that comes in. That thought builds a vibration, and it opens up your vibration, opens your frequency, so then you can start to then become more open, within your own vibration and frequency, and align with that oneness vibration and that infinite self. So then you can start to then become this open channel to receive this information and anchor in and integrate these new vibrations, these new frequencies for this new age. That's the insight for today.